my army hunting pseudo. Cause you gotta train your mind to fight against them pseudo judo. People with the scholarships salute, we give them kudos. But the people with that look of shit, we look and see straight through those like telescope. If you ain't speaking fast, we gotta tell them folks and let them know the truth of. You bringing malinformation to blast, then you the Ku Klux. Like say, don't talk me to death, bro, what the proof of? Good juju chillin', why you wanna go way bad juju up? Shalom boy got the tank in the cut. I'm in Sosa world plotting on the kick though with Kent. Come in Tiffany gave me the pseudo names on the list and said went and got the low. Anthony got him in the scope, Gullah and goes. He make sure DNA ain't a problem for them folks. Cause a pseudo gon' die, they saw a pseudo killer, pseudo killer. I'm a pseudo killer, intellectual sunsling, ayy. I'm a pseudo killer, intellectual sunsling, ayy. I'm a pseudo killer, intellectual sunsling, ayy. Pseudo gon' die, they saw a pseudo killer, pseudo killer. I'm a pseudo killer, intellectual sunsling, ayy. I'm a pseudo killer, intellectual sunsling, ayy. I'm a pseudo killer, intellectual sunsling, ayy.
We're not attacking individuals, we're attacking the information and attacking the methodology. This is long time coming right here. Let them know that we right there, running neck and neck with all other communities. We will not be left behind.
Black African power. What's good? What's happening? A well-organized lie defeats a disorganized truth. Organized truth. Every time. Woo-hoo-wee. Man, y'all already know what it is, man. It's God killing the house. And I come to do what I got to do, and I'm going to do what I got to do. I'm standing tall. I'm standing strong. Hey, y'all know what it is, man. Bobby banging this bitch, man. Pseudo killer official, man. Oh, man, I enjoyed myself tonight, man. Great competition. Great competition. Man, I dropped the link in the Discord, man. Y'all want to jump up, right? We don't do no crying over here. All right? We already know what it is. My job is to transmit science education, and debunk the pseudoisms. So if you was going to ask me, did I transmit the ideas that I was supposed to transmit, I would say, yeah, I did that. Did I debunk claims in real time? I did that with sources. So for me, it was very successful. There was a few things in there, like it seemed like my time management was off in a few things, but that only occurred, I believe, in that second round when my debunk round kind of blurred and they didn't stop my time. So I went over a little bit, which kind of sped me up a little bit on my pangenesis and my what was it? Tell you what it was. Pangenesis. I did a round strictly dedicated to pangenesis. Yeah, pangenesis and understanding. No, it was. All right, hold on. No, it was pangenesis and it was Darwin predictions. Right. And those two, that second round was important. So I got a tiny spit up. And what I was doing in that round was to actually show how Darwin predictions was verified. Now, if your predictions get verified, there's only one way to get you to make a prediction, right? And to have strong evidence around your prediction. Remember, in science, scientific theories have prediction power. So that's why that round was very, very essential to the conversation. Okay. And then I did the round. In that same round, I also dealt with Darwin's predictions. And then I also dealt with, man, come on, man. This is stuck. Why is it stuck? Let me get back to it. Oh man. Darwin's predictions and hold on. Wait a minute. I want to get the two things right. Yeah, then pangenesis overturned Darwin's scientific theory. Right. Okay, so I was addressing the issue of pangenesis and how it wasn't the only part of Darwin's scientific work. And what I really wanted to do was stick to the topic. Stick to it. And that's what I did. I don't know what the hell. Mandiga, I don't know what you was talking about. Debate one about was Charles Darwin theory real and all that. No, it was, did he have a scientific theory? Right. And so we understand that people don't understand scientific theories. They think in the pseudo world, you're supposed to say evolution and know everything about it. Well, and when you write it down, your theory is supposed to be complete with everything. How? That's not actually how science works. Not even a little bit. Science don't work that way. Okay? Right. We talk about all the times. There's steps to understand. You got to get to this step to get to that step to get to this step. Simple as that. And I tell you what was very interesting was when there was a continuing lie being promoted in the debate. And not to mention, man, the pseudo always dies as a source, man. It died a lot of times in that debate. Like I said, I thought his last round was the strongest round because he gave me a lot of opportunity to debunk all the foolery. I thought he was going to do that for 3 straight rounds. He didn't actually do it. Right? So I had a lot of breathing room. A lot of breathing room in that. What's up, Souls? How you doing, man? So we figured out what the magic trick was going to be there. Damn.
Yeah, I told you. Gonna be some magic.
It wasn't strong, yo. I tell you when his magic was hitting on all cylinders in that last damn round, yo. It was so many ideas in there that was debunkable. So I could only grab one because I only got 2 minutes to debunk it. And I grabbed that scientific article. I'm gonna put it up for y'all, right? But everything he said in that round was debunked. I was like, damn, but that's what I expected out of every round. You feel me?
Yeah, and there was another one he showed that when he read it, it sounds like the person disagreeing with Darwin. Somebody named Sal. When you look it up, they're not disagreeing with Darwin. That's not what they're even talking about. But he's doing it so fast, and you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The magic trick.
Yeah, he did that on Sarnetta showed this now. He read from the thing, and it said right there, your Darwin came up with a comprehensive mechanism. Like, well, how is he reading that, bro?
Then the hundreds of scientists that got a petition, he showed a bunch of names. You couldn't even see it. The screen flashing.
Well, you know, that's part of that right there. You know, we can actually look that up.
Who was that? He said that's not intelligent. He said they're not intelligent design. These are
No. When you look up the letters they signed, it wasn't even about debunking evolution, yo. That's crazy. They was arguing with like maybe different mechanisms and all that. See, it's crazy.
No. Remember the dude that got a petition? Remember he got hundreds of scientists that got a petition to take Darwin out of schools?
Oh, that's a different one. That's something different.
Yeah. He started showing like names and what they do. I like crazy.
You know, his I'm like, yo, why are you reading this shit? It's killing me, bro.
That was crazy. Yeah, he read it. I couldn't take it. He read the AI. He asked the AI if Darwin had a scientific theory. The thing said yes. He keep going.
Okay. There's some important things to clear up.
Oh God.
Before I forget, let's put these 3 things that we need to clear up. First of all,
hey yo, hold on, man.
About die.
All I want to say, Seven, I thought my man was gonna have the magic through all the rounds, yo. He had one magical round, that last damn round. That shit And that's when I got him with the pseudo always dies of the source.
He said what unified all of biology? He said quantum mechanics.
Called him a I said, damn. You know what? His questions weren't, you know what? I realized, all right, let me be honest, I'm gonna let you talk to me. Keep your thought. This is what I thought. I thought he was gonna have so much shit thrown at everybody, right? That
Yeah,
you know, it's gonna be. I only got 2 minutes to debunk shit, right?
yeah.
All right, but he only had one round like that, the third round. Everything was debunked. He mischaracterized and shit was crazy. Okay,
Yeah.
bet. And then that last thing. What was the last thing we just said he did? What the hell he just do, Cedric? Damn, I lost my train of thought.
Is the AI one?
The petitions from Christian
No,
broadcast.
damn, I meant no. I'm telling you, no, he did the. Oh, he was. Now I thought this. What I thought, based off his magic tricks and super pseudoisms, I thought that it was going to be hard in the question and answer because I felt like he would elevate right there. You know what I'm saying, Sosa?
Yeah.
I
He
was
would put
worried
some
about,
real
right?
sneaky, tricky stuff. But yeah, it was
Man,
real simple.
he didn't even think that out, yo.
Yeah.
I beat the brakes off of him. I was like, wow. I thought that was going to be my weakest thing because he could actually enact all the pseudo questions and all that. I was like, damn.
Yeah.
I had anticipated, right, for that to be a tough one, right? Dealing with all the pseudoisms, right? But he wasn't ready for that. And I anticipated him having, you know, complete pseudo rounds like that. But he was playing music. I was like, what? Anyway, go ahead. All right, go ahead, bro.
He was completely out of his league, but some of the things that he was saying, I think we need to hammer down on. Science with no theory will ever be complete. So he did that, all that magic and straw manning what a scientific theory is.
Yeah.
That vicious circles continues to grow. The scientific theory continues to be redefined. What he was flim-flamming also is model and mechanism. The models that Darwin proposed, hereditary, that is a matter of fact.
Mhm.
The mechanism he had wrong. But that model of hereditary, that's a fact. It was later confirmed. His explanation, his mechanism was wrong. But the model by which means these traits are passed on, hereditary, that model is confirmed. The mechanism that explains it was later added with genetics.
What you talking about? What you talking about?
When he says that pangenesis completely no, it doesn't.
No, it never debunked. But go ahead.
Pangenesis is the explanation for the model hereditary.
Yeah.
The mechanism was wrong. The model was never debunked. Hereditary, as a matter of fact.
So that's what we mean when we say they debate the mechanism. They debate the mechanism.
They debate the mechanism, Joe. Not whether evolution occurs. They debate the strengths and weaknesses of
certain mechanisms.
Vestigial organs. Listen, ENQi.
He messed that up.
They noticed back in the 1800s. They noticed that the thymus shrunk as children matured. Because of that observation, they assumed that it became null and void, not vestigial, but obsolete. Not vestigial, but obsolete. That was nothing to do with Darwin's theory of evolution, but their inability to understand the immune system. They weren't there yet. So why do you mischaracterize these things?
Yeah.
Your appendix is only removed once it becomes infected, septic, and can cause your body to go into septic shock because of the bacterial poisoning that would happen to your blood. It is necessary to remove. And never and nowhere does your pineal gland get removed, ENQi. Like these are.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Wow. And
They were yanking out your immune systems.
The last point. This was the most important point. Why the Native Americans, ENQi, when the old world divide, those viruses continue to mutate and they continue to evolve alongside the old world people. The new world, their immune system didn't continue to evolve to fight those viruses because they were not in contact with them. a clear sign of evolution taking its natural course based on its environment, ENQi. That nonsense you said was so disrespectful.
Got one better for you, yo. How about this point? Did he ever think about when humans left Africa? Maybe smallpox hadn't came around at 100,000 years ago or 60,000 years. Maybe it wasn't there yet. Maybe the humans wasn't occupying ecological niches that caused all that stuff. Like, did he ever think about that? The thing is, their immune system had never came in contact with the old world diseases. Because the population that would end up in America was already gone by the time the Roman Empire came around, the plague of Justinian, all that shit, they wasn't there. That's, see what I'm saying? How dumb people is? Yo, I was like, I set them up with these questions. Y'all know I set them up with these questions, right?
Yeah.
See, so let's get this straight. He's thinking that Native Americans caught smallpox, got immunity to it, and left and got to America on some boat. See, that's what he's thinking. See, because he said they carried it with them. They would have carried it with them if evolution was right.
Why didn't their immune system continue to evolve to deal with the viruses when they came in contact with it? How it's going to evolve if it didn't come in contact with it? How it's going to evolve to fight something it doesn't recognize, never been in contact with? What was novel to them?
Wow. So in my presentation, I talked. Go ahead. You was about to say something?
No, go ahead.
In my presentation, I talked about the immune system, right? I talked about, let's explain what happened to the Native Americans. He said they got sick, caught a cold, and got something crazy. I was like, what? Let me read the direct question because I knew it was going to get him. I knew I was going to kill him up with it. I planned all that. I was like, hey, man, the question's got to be, because I was really saying, man, I got to get it right. My question had 4 questions. One of the questions was, why did Native Americans become sick when they encountered Africans and Europeans? This man said, well, they got sick and they water got cold and all that. I was like,
they got a lot of different reasons. You could get sick from drinking the water. You could get sick from eating the food. You could get sick from the rain.
So, yeah, from the rain. Hey, man, this man still
didn't know how to answer.
People get sick because they get wet. Or it's cold outside is why you get sick. That's crazy.
Yeah, he didn't know how to answer, and he didn't want to answer in a way that made your shit valid. That's why he thought some of the shit was just wild.
Yeah.
You know,
let me explain to you why they got sick. They got sick because they had not developed immunity. They did not come in contact with old world diseases. And so what happens, right? That's why the pandemic was wild, because the coronavirus was novel to all human populations.
Yeah.
Right? Meaning they had not developed immunity to it. Mm-hmm. The scientists didn't know about it. It was novel, so they had to learn about it in real time. That's why they made mistakes. That's what science is self-correcting, right?
Yep.
And so we didn't know how it was going to affect our immune system, that coronavirus. Same with the Native Americans. Yeah. When they got the pathogen, Native Americans, and the body started developing codes, thousands upon thousands of them died. That's why we take a vaccine. So imagine if the Native Americans would have had a vaccine against smallpox. What would have happened to them?
They probably would be.
Listen, man. What would have happened was they'd have got sick, but their body would have been ready for it.
Yeah.
Simple as that. Some would have died.
There's still be 100 million of them left.
Millions of them left right now.
Yeah. They wouldn't. Yeah, it would have been a whole different ballgame. Yeah. And you know, a point to predictions during the pandemic. We're studying the virus in real time. They started with the social distancing because they obviously understood droplets. First, they thought it was contact by surfaces. They did the research. No, it wasn't that. They did a prediction that eventually it would evolve and become airborne. And eventually they discovered that it became partially airborne. So you see, they were studying the behavior of this virus in real time. They didn't know the half-life. They didn't know how long it would live in the environment. We realized that on surfaces, it lived rather shortly. But this was all got information and data gathered in real time. Remember in the beginning, people was sanitizing the sky and the floors and doing all kind of crazy stuff because we were doing as much as possible until we were able to gather the necessary data. And even so, as the virus mutated and evolved, our actions needed to adapt and change. So it's always a continuous process.
But yo, what is up with the ancient Egyptian with the peanuts and the peanuts in the microscope?
I don't know.
Man, that was crazy.
That was crazy.
Oh, he was trying to act like they had microscopes back then. He gave you
That was crazy. As
microscope.
The four beings, the twins, they had the four twins would separate with the histones. And I was like, man, he started really working. They started doing it just the mumble jumble. The 8 miles is 9 degrees, separated from the twins of the couple. I was like,
wow.
The Egyptians. I was like, what?
Wow.
Hey, you know, I would have had a fit if any of them suits would have said I won. You know that, right? I'd have had a fit. I'd say, damn, I must have really lost. If they'd have said I was like, whoa. They said exactly what they were supposed to say. Hi, with Dr. ENQi students. I'm like, anybody that's a student, that man is tripping.
Yep. Canary in the gold. Canary in the coal mine. Those are the
I told one of the dudes, and that's he need to buy all his books. He said, I already have. Oh God. It's like he there promoting his books.
This man promoting his pseudo books during a debate.
Let me do this. Let me get to it. Let me show y'all something from the debate. Let me show you. All right, let's work this out. My man say God would have humans with the same exact immune system, surely.
He would have designed them good.
Yo, that shit funny, yo. All right, let me share my screen, man. I dropped the link, man. Come on, man. Share your thoughts. Right?
Man.
You know, if y'all want to get into wherever I want to lost, you can.
And listen,
I've already judged my
You saw the bait and switch. How he switched up from because he couldn't nail you down on the theory. He started to talk about complete theory. Since when?
Complete
and how?
New shit.
Yeah, that was crazy, yo.
Complete, that means end. Science doesn't end. We get new questions based on the new information. We develop new technology. We get new questions. It never ends.
It never
complete.
Ends. He was thinking about the Bible, yo.
Yeah, he knew that though, because once you answer the question and tell us no complete, he kept going. No, he did the kind of polite. He kept going back to it and then reiterating again. Well, Uncle already admitted it wasn't no complete theory, and then spending any of these kept. You know what I mean? Because I think they the whole thing like if I repeat it enough, you'll believe it's true. You know what I'm saying? Type shit.
So here you go. Shit. This is what I want to do for y'all. I want to actually
for Chawonka.
Well, hold on. Let me get. Let's see. Damn it. Hold on. We'll deal with Chawonka, but I want to deal with the daggone the folk. Okay.
I'm sure that's not to say his name respectfully, but yeah, I know you talk about that. Yeah.
All right, let's get over here. All right, here you go.
Casey listened.
Now I screenshot this in real time, right? This is the abstract. All right. Y'all see the guy name, right? Chawonka. All right. That's him. Natural selection is general processes that operates in different populations to characterize natural selection as a mechanism within the framework of the new mechanism philosophy. See, he never read this though. He just talked all around. It was required to identify a patent phenomenon for which natural selection is responsible. Firstly, every case identified by evolutionary biologists as instance of natural selection must align with this mechanism characteristics, right? And watch this. No characterizations. It says, secondly, natural selection should generally be responsible for the attributed phenomenon. While philosophers often posit producing adaptation as the quintessential phenomenon, Perez Gonzalez and Lecout challenged this perspective, contending that not all instances, watch this, of natural selection are cases where natural selection produces adaptation. So what is he saying right here? He's not debunking natural selection. He's just saying sometimes it can actually be misapplied, or that's not the causation of why the evolutionary change occurs. It's right here in this damn article, man. Right in front of his face.
Yeah, it can be misappropriated. Yeah.
Crazy. Do y'all see this? Let me finish where I'm at. It goes on to say, it says, this paper further supports Perez Gonzalez and Lecout objection and demonstrates that natural selection is also not responsible for the increased frequency of traits with greater expected numbers of offspring. Further, the paper argues that even if there is a phenomenon that allows for the metanistic characterization of natural selection to encompass all instances, it is improbable that natural, and somebody like John Paul, he just was crazy.
Yeah.
He was hyping. He was a nut in there.
Nut.
Yeah, that Paul
Came up
dude.
there.
Boom.
He came up there. I'm a student of ENQi.
Yo, that was wild.
He came on the panel? Or he definitely was
No,
on the panel?
it's right here. Can't you see he's just writing? They writing in the chat.
Yeah. I thought he came on at the show.
Boom, look. So watch this. So he didn't even read this, y'all. He just talked crazy. But I screenshot it real quick, right? And so we know, based off of reading that man ain't saying ain't no damn natural selection, he's not saying that. He's just saying it may not account for everything. And if it does, we need to explain the phenomenon. That's what that man is saying right there. Now watch it. So then we come right here, right? And we get into the rendering of it. Natural selection, mechanisms versus phenomenon, right? God damn.
Yeah, that took a little steam out of when he didn't do a debate. He just kind of moved on.
Yeah, I think we got him in real time.
Yeah, he was like, he just
came out of him. Look, source, Chanka Way, 2024, natural selection mechanism phenomenon, published in April. It says, discusses natural selection in the context of mechanistic, how I said that right? Philosophy. Mechanistic philosophy. It said employs how natural selection should be characterized as a mechanism, emphasizes the distinction between mechanism and phenomenon. See, right? What the paper argues, not all instances of natural selection produces adaptation. See, okay. Natural selection must be linked to specific phenomenon. Clarifies how to define natural selection and mechanistically. I got my toothbrush right there. That really killed me from really pronouncing shit like that. It's a philosophical refinement, not a scientific debunking. But he paraded that source as debunking natural selection in that debate. He did that.
Yeah.
Crazy.
That's why he read it fast. That's why he read it fast.
Let me just finish though, Cedric. I just want to get this through so we know. Yeah. Mechanism versus phenomenon. Mechanisms explain how a process happens, trait frequency changes. Phenomenon, what we observe, adaptation and population. Natural selection remains a valid mechanism, but its scope must be defined precisely. Why this is not debunking? Why this is not a debunking? The paper does not claim natural selection is false, like ENQi did. It calls for conceptual clarity, not rejection of evolutionary mechanisms. Empirical evidence for natural selection remains strong and well documented. Let's say philosophical refinement strengthens, not weakens scientific explanations. Empirical evidence. This one I ran out of time because I only had 2 minutes to do it. Empirical evidence of natural selection. Watch this. The peppered moth.
I was just gonna say
evolution during the Industrial Revolution. We'll get into that.
Yeah, we talked about that, right?
And bacteria. Finches, the beaks, evolution, Galapagos, and experimental evolutionary E. coli. right? And there's the sources I use. So in real time, anybody want to add something to that? But that's
No,
how
the moss must be your favorite thing.
Yeah,
that's
the
my
moth.
favorite thing. But I ain't had
Yeah.
time because that we wasn't saying the argument wasn't over whether evolution was real or not. That wasn't the argument. Wasn't the scientific theory.
Yes.
When you did that, that was the overhand right that knocked him out.
Yeah,
in my
that
opinion.
knocked him
Yeah,
out.
yeah.
That was hard.
Yeah, he kind of chilled out.
Flaming his way through the whole debate. First, Darwin's predictions disproves him. I don't see how that makes sense when you're taking his philosophical debunking of creationism, right, and using that to say that debunks his own argument. Makes no sense. And then, of course, you mischaracterize what a prediction is. So when we say if this is right, we should find that around the corner. That is a prediction. That is not a logical fallacy. So he was flim-flamming all over the place. It was just ridiculous.
Yeah,
The thing would be, though, is like you could simply say, well, following your logic, right? Following ENQi's logic, then Newton didn't have a scientific theory,
right.
right? Because he died long before Einstein came,
Yeah.
right? So you know what I'm saying? That's why it just.
Well, I said it in my round though. Remember?
Yeah.
I hear it.
Yeah, I talked about how theories don't actually get debunked like that. And
in the intro.
And
yeah, he did.
In the intro. Yeah.
Did it. What's up, Asal?
Hey, what's going on? Everybody on the panel. I just had to congratulate you on what you did. It's something I knew you was gonna do.
You was worrying about if he was going like pseudo ride. I understood what you were saying. I'm like, I ain't worried about that. He didn't even stay to his own pseudoisms, though. You realize that, right?
No, of course he didn't. He was all over the place in that debate until his last.
You got him.
He was everywhere except on the topic.
And did you see him crying because he didn't have his cheerleaders in there? He didn't get enough cheerleaders.
Yeah.
Man,
and then he had
you
two
see
people trying to claim that he won who didn't even watch the debate.
I know.
Did you see the lady? I didn't know what that was. Like the images with the mathematics symbol with the lung.
Oh,
like,
man.
I don't know what that was.
She was over there killing herself.
I don't know what.
It's those pseudo sessions she's underneath.
Oh, I'm gonna look it up. We can find.
I mean, that's a wild. He's a wild boy, man.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, he over there killing them African Americans. That shit.
I have to admit, I was listening, trying to figure out how long he's gonna go and how far away from the topic he's gonna stay. He can go without stopping and just build and build and build. He went from trying to answer Joel's question to politics. He went, and he just keeps going and keeps going, and he false claims, and he stands on them, and he builds on them, and it's so difficult. I need to cut you off in the scientific arena. You cannot make a false statement and then continue to build. There is no one that would let you do that. You would get cut off immediately. That it's false. That's a point of
I ain't watched the sun. Another thing I saw. Apostle there, shit like nice.
Yeah, bro, man. Yeah.
Did you see how he looked when I asked him, did he believe in evolution, intelligent design, or creationism?
I with that, bro.
Yeah, you see, I said I saw what
who
you
asked
did
that? Who asked that? You asked who you asked that? Yeah, ENQi there?
Yeah. No,
What ENQi say? What did it say?
Intelligent design.
He reluctantly said intelligent design. You can see on his face he didn't want anybody to know that's what he believed.
But he was arguing irreducible complexity. That's the main component. I mean, that's the main argument. What up, Malcolm?
What's up, guys?
When I told him it's debunked by
How you doing, Malcolm?
Yeah.
What's good, brother?
Hey, Malcolm.
What it do? Can y'all hear me good?
Yeah, you loud and clear.
Yeah.
Hey,
I don't know why you try to be nice, yo. You tripping.
I want to ask y'all two questions.
What?
I want to ask him. Want to ask you one.
Mm-hmm.
Well, actually a couple, but I knew Cy was gonna kind of cut me off. He kept me in the back long enough. I don't know what QRS complexes and T waves and the sinoatrial node and atrial ventricular. I don't know what any of that had to do with evolution. I thought we were about to
None.
talk about pyramid building at one point. I was like, where are you going with this?
Yeah, that's the
People of the
magic.
ancient aliens.
Like,
The
what?
pyramids looked like a computer chip. When he
Yeah.
hit the ancient
Yeah.
aliens.
What that got to do with anything?
Yeah.
But this was my
Yeah, that's
next
the
question.
magic. That's the magic, though. Go ahead.
This was my
Go ahead.
next question. I was gonna ask. I was gonna ask you. I was gonna ask y'all both a question/request. My question to you was gonna be, Ankh, what are the fundamental mechanisms of evolution, and can you ask that into the AI and show it on the screen? My question to him was gonna be, ENQi, will you ask your AI, because it's in the game, y'all go use it. It's in the game. Will you ask your AI, is there a such thing as the concept of a complete theory, and share it with the public?
I think I'm the first person to put that in the chat in the debate.
Oh yeah. Or what scientific model? We know that biology builds off evolutionary Charles Darwin evolution. But what scientific model builds off intelligent design and biology? Like, yeah.
Hey, I want to say something real quick, right? The title of the debate, right, was it says, is pangenesis the scientific portion of Darwin's theory of evolution, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Now, would that be the scientific portion of Charles Darwin's theory of evolution?
Yes.
No.
Hold on. Or would natural selection be the scientific portion?
Right.
See,
No.
I'm just saying, like if you're going, but the portion of the theory.
No, it wasn't part of it at all. Not at all. It wasn't. Pangenesis was not part of his scientific theory. It was him trying to explain inheritance, and at the end of the day, it ended up strengthening his position. Okay.
Yeah, that's what his AI was telling him.
Yeah.
When he was reading the AI, and once the AI told him yes, scientific theory, it was trying to explain to him about inheritance and how, you know what I mean, and how Darwin didn't understand, and he just couldn't. I want to say he couldn't understand it, but I think he understood. He just, try to just.
I think he really don't understand. I think now
He confuses me sometimes. Like sometimes, because he'll say something so dumb. I'll be like, how did he just say that? I don't know.
Yeah, but see, but what my point is, even though pangenesis got debunked, right?
Not all of it though. Hold on, you ain't seen my last thing I brought up?
Yeah, I seen that. But what I'm saying is, right, even though they said it got debunked, right? What the question you asked was, what's the foundation of modern biology?
That's right. And that nigga say quantum physics. I say, dang.
Biochemistry. Yeah, that is. He said quantum mechanics.
Yeah, he did.
Mechanics. I like drop the mic. You drop the mic and walk off.
Damn, boy.
That's why he pushing those books, because they're not selling. So he got to push.
He got some. How you gonna have 100? He got like 300 books, yo.
Ain't nobody read them books.
Einstein, he better than everybody. Think about it. Yo, remember, York had about 400 books. That means you a pseudo.
Yeah, that's how they do. That shows that they're genius.
Know too much.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they're genius.
500 books.
And you don't read them.
Yo, that's
how else could he do that if he's not a genius? So that's
right.
that.
Hey, can I ask a comparing question?
Yes, go ahead.
See that? Yeah, that allows him to you to overlook the non-degrees because he's such an intelligent person. He don't need all the certificates that go along with it. That's like $500. Yeah, that's $500.
So here's a comparison question, and just let me know if this makes sense. All right, if I'm researching my great grandfather, right, and I come across evidence that suggests that my great grandfather made money selling cabbage, right, and the evidence I have for that is his records that he kept. He wrote in his diary. There are still surviving members from that time period. He was buried with a piece of his cabbage. And this is evidence that he made money off that cabbage, right? It shows how many cabbages he sold in 1922, right? And so I come up with a scientific theory just for this purpose. I come up with a theory as to how my grandfather made money. And my theory is he made money selling cabbage. 5 years later, I discover he was also working at a Walmart because new evidence has emerged that Granddaddy also worked at Walmart. We've now found a check stub that he got from Walmart. We've now found an old Walmart uniform that he had on. Do I now I have to make a refinement to my scientific theory?
Exactly.
Was my theory wrong at first, or did I just become more right?
More right.
Okay.
Yeah.
More right.
Yeah, I use the analogy with weapons too. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I always do cause like with I forgot the girl Naftali. I always try to do like puzzles. You know, like when you go to the daughter's office back in the day, and maybe like a 10,000 puzzles, and everybody that come in and they chip away at it. I used to always try to explain like scientific theories are like puzzle pieces, right? That's what those are facts. The theory organizes those puzzle pieces, and as the picture becomes clearer, you can start to predict what the picture is, what's in the photo. The more the piece, you know. That's I used to always try to use that. So, yeah. Hey, yo, but he brought out Darwin's teacher, biology. Darwin's biology, his mentor. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he went into the 1860s. Yeah.
Yo,
and I'm like, yo,
1860s stores. I say,
right.
Damn, in the 1860s. I said, damn. I'm bringing
because I did look it up. He did have a mentor, right? That did support him at first. But when Darwin came with the evolutionary thing, he was like, "Yo, you trip," because he's a Christian. Everybody was creationists.
Wilberforce.
Huh? Yeah,
he started this thing. This man tried to use. I was like, "What is he doing?" I say, "Man, listen, bro. I can't wait till we put that out, bro." Really, yo? Wilberforce, 1860s, yo, I got it written down. Man, I was like, and that's when he started showing sources. He showed 1800s, 18.
Yeah, he started going fast too. Bam, bam, source, bam, bam,
1701. I was like, what?
Yeah, when you hit him with them Indians getting sick, I was surprised he didn't know about the natural immunity. He's supposed to be in medicine.
And that's when I thought to myself, maybe I'm overestimating his intelligence. I was like, that was so retarded.
Yeah. Yo, I got him. You know when I figured out ENQi? So, you know, in debates, right? I like to prod and see, because they're gonna give it up, right? They're gonna give up what their strategy gonna be, right? And then I can find out whether you know the topic or not. Yo, you know what, yo? I actually had to apologize to Miss Tiff, right? And I'm apologize to you, Sosa. Always thinking everybody's scamming. You know what, yo? I realized that nigga don't know what the hell he's talking about. Yo,
he believes it.
Hey, Cedric, hold on. I'm gonna tell you in the moment when I knew. Y'all remember when we were talking about evolution, right? And at the speed at which it moved, right? And your ass says, you say, yo, it's not the opposite. Running fast, running slow ain't the opposite of running fast. Remember you said that?
Right.
He was like, what? Yes, it is. One of y'all said that. I was like, oh, he think that rapid evolution is the opposite and debunks, you know what I'm saying? Slow. I was like, whoa. I said, you know what? I said, he ignorant as hell.
Yes.
The scam is
because he thought you bring up the Indian. He's like, I don't know why you brought that up, Unc. That proves me. I was like, what?
Yo, that debunks you.
I was like, then he went to I was like, this is crazy. Yeah, that's crazy.
He's like,
hey, bro,
you don't even know what your own theory debunks you.
I was like,
Darwin's prediction coming through debunks his theory. Make that make sense. When that man said he found when he found tissue and fossils, I was done. I was
Look, listen. All my questions was based around the debate and evolution. So my first question was, how do we understand? I said, what systems in place to make us understand science, the truths in science, or something like that, right? I don't know what the hell he said. He said some mumble jumbled. I was like, huh? How he supposed to say the scientific theory is what we use? We use the scientific theory, right, to run them ideas. That's how you understand. You start off with the science. That's how you understand things in science. You start off with an educated guess, a scientific hypothesis, right? With the question, it starts off with the I don't know, so this is what it is. So it starts off with a question. Then you graduate to a hypothesis, get your ideas together, and you test it and see where it falls. Right? The second question was, why did the Native Americans get sick when they encountered African Americans and Europeans? He was talking about they got wet. It was rain.
The water. If it rains, people get sick. If they drink the water.
What?
They poisoned them, and then he started talking about they poisoned them.
They poisoned them with smallpox. I say, damn.
Yeah, that was the apostle coming in with that.
That was the apostle. The third question was, what part of biology helps us understand the immune system? This nigga said
biochemistry.
He said biochemistry. And I was like, but don't he know the foundation of biochemistry? It's Charles Darwin theory of evolution.
Exactly.
Can't get around it. You know what I also understood when he was like, because he kept saying, and I don't even think he understand what he's asking for. He said, well, there's no fossil of a common ancestor.
I said, damn.
Like he's looking for like one thing that could be like, oh, there it is.
Right.
That's him.
That's their talking point, though. You know that's their talking point.
Damn.
Yeah, right. He's confused. I was like,
now, my last question was, watch this. What scientific theory has unified all of biology? And what was his answer?
That what he said, quantum
mechanics.
I said,
and then laughed at you. And then laughed at you.
I didn't know that. I just taught you something and went off on a ramble, scamble. I was like,
and then he's attributing it to Kepler.
Yeah, the beetle.
Yeah.
That shit was
oh, that was crazy.
Yeah, the whole first half of the show was about Kemet and the beetle and our ancestors discovered science and they steal it from him.
Then he mischaracterized. He don't even know how to teach the damn thing. So I'm gonna show you when I go into these college classes, right? I give them this. That's what I give them. I give them a little of this right here. I start them off because I'm in Africa, right? But I give them a little of this right here. I hit them with this, right? See? I always start off with the dung beetle. And I explain it. I explained that Charles Darwin wasn't the first person to talk about evolution, right? Talk about Kepler and the dung beetles. Y'all know I talked about years ago how Charles Darwin was an avid dung beetle collector. I forgot that. I didn't even think about that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. So that's part of their religion, though, yo. And they understand things change and evolve. Based off of watching dung, we would roll the dung, right? Placing the lobby inside the dung, and then voila, the new beetle appears, evolving, revolutions, transformation. That's it. They don't identify the why is happening. You know what I'm saying? Why is this happening? They don't do that. The Greeks have ideas around evolution, right? And then Darwin's contemporaries like Wallace and them, they all had that, right? But at the end of the day, Lamarck and them, but at the end of the day, the thing that separates Darwin from all them, Al-Jaheed, talk about adaptation, right? But at the end of the day, none of them put together a systematic, comprehensive scientific theory on what they was talking about. They didn't identify the mechanisms, and Charles Darwin did. And that's why he's the father of evolution, not because in chronological order, right? He started making the Egyptians know about genetics. Like, that's craziness right there. You know what I'm saying?
He was framing his whole argument off of a little clip. He's good at taking a little clip or a snippet of something you guys say, and then try to create a whole argument over that little
You said you
snippet or
called him.
clip without no context.
I think you kind of
Right.
you
Change
hit
the
him.
context of the thing. Yeah.
You hit
You
him
got
on
it.
Carnetti's show with that. You was
Yeah,
like,
you got
he was
it.
like, you gotta watch out. Is he gonna? I know you're gonna have it, but I was like, I was trying to tell you, man, I ain't never trying to hit none of that shit. You know I wasn't. I was like, man, I'm not gonna let him do me like that. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
He wasn't even as good as I thought he was gonna be with the pseudoisms because I was ready for it.
Yeah, I think so. I was a little disappointed in the pseudo.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, ain't
Yeah,
that
but
crazy?
the music,
I was a little
the
disappointed in
music, the
pseudoism, bro.
theatrics is like, bro, we didn't come here for this.
I thought you was way
Yeah,
better pseudo than that, but you
Yeah,
let
I
me
thought
down.
way better pseudo than that, yo. Now
Yeah, I won't let him know. Yeah, he let me down, bro. You let me down, bro.
And the constant commercials and shit. Yeah.
That
Yeah,
was what was
bro.
crazy to me.
that man wastes all his time, yo. How he wastes all
Yeah.
his time like that, yo?
Yeah.
Because I'm
Our
thinking
time.
he ain't had much. He ain't had much. That's like I gotta do a little something fillers. Try to sell my
Flim
book.
flam. A
And,
whole
and you see the
thing.
people who fell for it, right? You see how the music was more influence to them than the information.
Great, how?
Entertaining.
Yeah.
Because he was doing the Sosa said it, the magic show, the music, and no content. ENQi is the best. Buy my book. You see, I
little
don't know what he's
gorilla,
talking about.
little gorilla thing jumping
Literally
around.
lie his ass off.
He said the
Lie.
gorilla jumping around.
Yeah, it was
What
crazy.
Apostle
Yeah,
say?
like
That music killed him. That's what killed him. It wasn't the information. It was the music.
Crazy.
yeah. Tell you that, man. It was a whole performance. You know what I'm saying?
Up there blowing a harmonica like anybody hearing them.
Oh man, yo.
You know what I'm saying? He had the one song with the girl singing. She was blowing too. I know the
Yeah,
girl.
She was
She was blowing. I was like,
You were
Yeah, the
listening
music
to what
was
she
the
was
music
singing.
was good.
the
But
little
did you
shorty, she
listen
was
to the
going
words?
in.
She
Yeah,
was singing.
ENQi's the greatest. Yeah,
ENQi's the
ENQi's the
greatest.
greatest.
The greatest person we ever seen.
Yeah. Oh, the greatest teacher ever. He's the greatest teacher of all time.
I realize that man dangerous now, man. He
Yeah.
definitely
He
He
is.
really, no,
He
at
is.
some point, I was like, I'm not sure he's flim flamming though. He sounds like he really doesn't get this stuff. Like, he really doesn't get it though.
Nah,
Like,
I don't know. So that man, you might be right, yo. But he's scamming when he act like he know. That's the scam that he faking.
Yeah, I think he's
scamming some way.
He's so into the things that he's into, the pseudo stuff, that he don't take time to even study the stuff, to even argue against it. Really, like so, because he had the argument in Gozy. I figured he would just pick some up, just just from being around it, because that argument in Gozy was years ago. So I figured he would just got better just from just hearing it. You ain't got to
This
really
man
read books.
brought irreducible
So many years ago.
complexity to the debate. Irreducible complexity. Michael B. Dover trials debunked this.
I said that. I hit him with the Dover.
Yeah, you hit him. You hit him hard.
Yeah.
Bust him upside with that shit. That nigga, I ain't know he's gonna come in there with the intelligent design.
You lost by default.
I thought you knew.
You lost.
But
I was
he don't know,
like
he don't know, like, we hear that so much, like they were gonna be easy wins, like
And he tells me that's false and never explain why it's false. He never addresses the Dover trials. He just says that's false and moves on. Right. Bro, you a pseudo. Like from the moment you bring that to the debate, you by default you lost. That is discredited, debunked information.
Yeah, I think part of it was he wanted to like wow everybody with like the little Asian alien stuff in the beginning, and they thought thinking that's gonna carry because you did a computer chip. So you're gonna be, if you a pseudo, you're gonna be so amazed by the ancient aliens.
That's what he was doing.
He brought ancient aliens.
I mean, he brought everything.
He did.
The pyramids are shaped like a computer chip. That's straight out of the History Channel. Straight out.
It is.
Lens, right? And they do use the lens for the eye, but it's just for like so it could be like they're looking at you. But they didn't use that for a microscope. You know what I'm saying? So you got that mixed in there with the guy with the sperm and we got the spermicide.
That was crazy. That was crazy.
Let's see what crazy. I was like, what am I watching?
Man, the man says they use Darwin's theory of evolution to take out the thymus because it was vestigial. No, they watched it shrink, and because they didn't have understand immunology, they took it out. The appendix still has to come out if it gets infected. You do not want that to rupture in you. Septic shock will kill you.
Yeah,
So
he claimed that
nobody
we
brings out your
supposed to keep it.
pineal gland.
Yeah, he was ridiculous with that.
Yeah, he made up.
And the tonsils too. He talked about the tonsils too.
Yeah, you still remove your tonsils if they get infected, bro.
Let me show you this. Now this was good for me right here. This one was good. That's how I did them on this one.
Oh yeah.
Right. So my thing was always, God damn, my thing was always moving. So right here in this slide, right, I talk about impact on the origin of the species, right, and talked about how Darwin on the origin of the species introduced natural selection, transforming biological sciences, and integrating debate and an intriguing debate about evolution. Then I read the title. I said, on the origin of the species by means of natural selection, or the preservation of the favored races in the struggle for life. Then I read down here. I say, in its extended title, elsewhere in the book, Darwin used biological term races interchangeably with varieties, meaning varieties within a species. See, he used the term broadly and as well as discussions on several races, for instance, of cabbage, and heredity varieties of races of our domestic animals and plants. And I give you two sources right here. Now watch this. My next move was this. Boom. I go right to the video, right? And I hit him with this timestamp right here. Let me go to the timestamp. That would be 38. Let me get to 38 minutes. Here you go. Watch this. Let's see what he says. See, this was very interesting to me, yo. This is like a rookie mistake, yo. Like he ain't supposed to be making that type of mistake right there, bro.
Dr. ENQi on the Charles Darwin theory. Hit the link.
No, not anybody. Not anybody. I said specifically Ankh students. Okay. I don't want to have a conversation with a random person.
Y'all heard him. He corrected me on that. Y'all heard him.
Yeah, I want to talk to Ankh, but if not Ankh, you know, he be having little clones running around. All right. So can you see that right there on the screen, Sal?
Yes, you're up and running.
Okay. No. I just want to make sure you could see it.
Yes, I can see it.
I want to understand, you know, going to the inception of House of Consciousness, Sonetta on 125th, you know, you out there taking pictures and videos with white folks kissing your feet and Ankh being you know, I ain't going to say necessarily your right-hand man, but Ankh's been around for a long time. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm just trying to understand, like, how has he made it a point all these years to stick around and teach white supremacy, right? So here's the book, right? This is the actual title of the book. On the Origin of Species by Means of Natural Selection. Now, when people are trying to hide the truth, they just leave it like that. They just say on the origin of species by means of natural selection, or they will paraphrase and just say Charles Darwin's theory of evolution. They leave this whole entire second part out. You see what that say? Or the preservation of favored races in the struggle for life. You heard that?
Mm-hmm.
This is the white supremacist Bible. This is the white supremacist Bible. This is the science that backed any and all justification for what Black folks would experience throughout the rest of, you know, the 1800s going into the 1900s. You know, this is how we get, you know, Francis Cress Welson's famous debate and you know, the bell curve book and all of these things that some of the people that are just getting into quote unquote consciousness, they might not even be familiar with. They might not even be familiar with that landmark debate, Francis Cresswell.
Yeah, so like this is actually in the damn debate, yo. Like this man does not know the damn title of, doesn't understand the title of the book, man. And he in there debating with me about evolution. Rookie
Well, not a random conversation though. I've seen a lot of people fall for that.
Crazy, yeah.
Because they see races and they don't think
Yep.
they think about our time.
Yep.
So
yeah, that's how we're here.
Yep.
He couldn't accept that he was wrong and keep it moving, and not, as ENQi always does, he needs to go to, well, you don't know what pangenesis is. And that's why he got his ass handed to him today.
His supporters were so confused. Do you remember when Elder Santan was agreeing with you about pangenesis,
right?
But said ENQi won.
Oh,
I was like,
Santan.
Did you read the
title?
They got hypnotized with the music, man.
Let's
that was playing music 90% of the time.
You know, they was partying, bro. They missed the debate.
Yeah, you started off.
I felt like I was at a
slow. I was like, you listen. You started off slow, right? And then once you got to the hill, then you got your. I was like, you like the roller coaster. I was like, what's all going? Because you started with the theory. You was like, I was like, come on. I was like, you got to tie this in with Darwin. You know what I'm saying? But then once you got rolling, you start going down here. I was like, all right, now you cooking.
But you seen why I did it that way though?
Yeah, it made sense to us.
You set it up with the subject matter. That was beautiful.
Yeah, you actually predicted what he was going to do.
Yeah. And then do you know why I put out the mistakes Darwin made? It was important.
Take it away from him.
I wanted to take it away.
No, I get that part of it. It's like I thought when you did the scientific theory part, I thought you went a little too much on the scientific theory part of it. But it made more sense. All that. I had to. It made more sense at the end. Right. Like I like the part where you acknowledging like Darwin's mistake, because that took his ammo away already. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead.
When he tried to change the argument too, he talking about a complete theory. When at first he just said a theory. He didn't use the word complete at first.
Complete in science?
Yeah.
Science as a full stop.
Listen, but that was a flip flan though. He was like, the title of the debate is, did Darwin have a complete theory? And I know that's not in the title.
Right.
But he kept trying to say it so that people keep thinking that's what the title was.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. How about the disinformation portion of it? What you thought about that?
I mean, majority of it was disinformation that he was given.
So you know why I did that though? And I tied it right in the Darwin though. I tied it right. Let me show y'all where I tied it right in the Darwin.
Darwinism.
You did it, because you kind of mentioned you got towards Darwin at the end. Because I was like, come on, like, like you got tied into the Darwin.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean,
but
once you got back, you got rolling.
It was but you know what? Let's keep it real. That was my introductory round, though.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I ain't wanted. I had enough. I mean, I wanted to introduce them. They didn't even know the Russians was playing with them. We knew. We was like, oh, that's misinformation. You feel me?
Yeah.
We talked about the Russians.
Went to like COVID.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah. It was a great foundation of information you laid out.
Yeah. Here you go. I can show y'all now. Here you go. All right. Then he had, then he was still, he had too many words. He was wilding out. That's all I know. So see, all right, this is where I went, right? Talk about different things, boom, COVID strategies, right? Hold on, let me keep moving. The Russian disinformation, talking black voters, right? We had a lot of people talking crazy about voting. Think about that, right? Activism, educational disinformation, right? All that. Boom.
Targeting our community with misinformation to take advantage of us.
Yep. I was really talking about him, right? Him. Anti-scientific, anti-intellectual attitudes, rejection of expertise. That's what they all doing. Educational underfunding. This is what's happened to us with STEM, underrepresentation in science. That's what it is. And it all starts with people like ENQi who get you young and get you out of there. Cultural barriers to knowledge, right? Come here. Lack of scientific literacy in the African-American communities, vulnerability, pseudoscience scams, right? That's what they're doing. All that.
Yeah, I get it because I seen it now because I thought you was going because that was going after ENQi. Because I was like, how's he tying in this? Because you didn't mention Darwin at all at this point. You know what I'm saying? Then finally you got towards the end, you started. I was like, okay.
And I got the Darwin right here.
Yeah,
right?
you were predicting what he was going to do, man.
Darwin's theory. Look. Disinformation surrounding Darwin's theory often distorts scientific facts, leading to misconceptions that hinder understanding of evolution. This misinformation can foster anti-intellectual attitudes and erode trust in scientific principles, especially within marginalized community. Is this not what happens to us? Pseudoscientific ideas on natural selection. The spread of pseudoscientific concepts threatens the foundation of scientific literacy, informed policy making, flat earth theory, promotion, right? Boom. Anti-vaccine movement. Look at that. Leads to the public health risks and vaccine hesitancy. Climate. Look at that, man. Look. Denialism. They doing all that, right? They doing all that. Low below average participation in fields of science. That's what happened. They leaving a lot of money on the table. Consequences, vulnerability to pseudoscientific scams. Yo, they getting scammed, bro. Getting their money took on the health thing. Look at that. All that. Look at that. Economic marginalization in STEM careers. We ain't even attacking STEM careers like we could. Look, you reduce civic engagement, right? Yeah, they stand on the sidelines yelling and screaming. Solution, digital and science literacy. So I give you a solution there, right? By this point, I only had 5 minutes. I was kind of like running out of time on that, right? All right. Empowering African American communities through science literacy. Yeah, I was, but I just wanted to get that in. But that's how I attacked it. And then I went into the round of explaining all the scientific terms. And you never want to start off too fast. You know how you boxing or playing basketball, yo. You never want to dive out there too quick.
Yeah, you was throwing the jab to set him up.
Set them up, get them, take my time, work my way in. Then I start the play. Boom. Because I knew by the time I hit him with this, he was knocked out. This the punch he ain't see. He ain't see this. He ignored this completely. This was a good one right here. Right here. This one right here. Right here. Boom.
Yeah,
this one right here. This is the one that got him, yo.
Yeah, that was hard. Oh boy,
Darwin theory of intercellular flow on hereditary information. That's the one.
Yeah, that one. That's a kill shot there. Yeah, that's the killer right there.
That's the one that kid. He was done. He ain't see it coming.
No,
and I saved it. Yep. Charles Darwin published pangenesis theory, which proposed a mechanism for the flow of inheriting information between cells and generations. It say pangenesis has since been disputed, but emerging evidence of cell-to-cell communication urges the reconsideration of this 150-year-old theory. Look at that. Right? And you talk, I couldn't read all the resurrection, right? Talks about how you would enjoy this, Sosa. It talked about epigenetics, you know what I'm saying? And how themselves communicating. So now they really start to realize that, wait a minute, a lot of that stuff he was right on how cells communicate and how you can carry stuff on from the offspring. And it ain't through the genes. See?
Yeah. They started to revisit some people, even like Lamarck a little bit. And started to see like he may have, he was on to something.
Yep. And then right here, these emerging data weaken Wiseman's barrier and lend support to Darwin's pangenesis theory. Here you go. Bam. Right? If you come all the way down to here, ongoing scientific legacy. It's really showing you how science works. And this is what I actually read, right? When you come all the way down here, this was deep. It say, however, right here, pangenesis is of great value to Darwin's scientific system. See? In a letter to George Hooker in 1868, Darwin wrote, watch what Darwin wrote, yo. Watch how this man did this. He says, you will think me very sufficient when I declare that I feel sure if pangenesis is now stillborn, it will. It says, thank God, at some future time reappear, begotten by some other father and christened by some other name. 100, it says 150 years later, pangenesis is apparently reborn as a conceptual framework for interstellar flow of hereditary information that continues to push the boundaries of science. There you go. That's the one that knocked him out. He ain't had no response to that. Nothing.
Man,
So now which one is it?
This fool in a debate pull up AI and say, ask AI the question for the debate.
Yeah.
Did Charles Darwin produce science? I said yes. Explain to him why and how he did it. And then he said, and then I asked, did he have a complete theory?
Man.
I was like, what the hell am I watching? This is good.
Killed himself. I said, I think he just
This man committed suicide. He's like, I'm gonna go kill myself.
Yeah, that was crazy.
You know they showed that AI is agreeable too, right? You have to ask AI a whole bunch of questions to actually get a real sound answer sometimes because they could be really agreeable.
Yeah, always. You can't accept it. You gotta sometimes you gotta challenge it, but especially if you're not paying for it. You know what I'm saying? You gotta challenge it and make sure it's pulling from particular sources. So
exactly. So if you ask the right question, you can get it to agree with you on a lot of stuff that's wrong.
Yeah, with the pseudoscience, I didn't see people just pseudoscientific they whole AI.
Yeah, I've seen the old boy.
I ain't never knew to do that, yo. I was
That'll
like,
ultimately be asking the wrong question, though, right?
Yeah, you can tell it. You can tell it. Like, dude, tell it. Oh, don't use no. What he said? Don't use no.
No scientific source. Alternative sources.
Alternative sources.
What the hell, bro?
Yo, that nigga out was crazy.
But then he tried to laugh. He tried to laugh if somebody used Wikipedia AI themselves. He'll try to laugh at that, but he uses it all the time.
That man used the AI in the debate. Didn't try to act like he was telling him, look, he created a PowerPoint. I was like, come on, bro, what you doing?
He uses to answer questions that he think he got the answer to, but not to challenge his own presumptions, though. You know what I'm saying? Like if he think he right about something, he use AI. But if it goes against his argument, he won't. It's crazy, man. He won't
never read the whole thing, neither. Never.
Yeah,
Not since I started talking to him, has he ever read the whole thing? Yeah, it was definitely a gap there, bro.
Yeah, you killed him with his sources twice.
Yeah, I debunked every round. I went and killed all his sources.
Then he claimed that you didn't show any. It was just ridiculous.
Nigga, I showed them sources debunking your shit.
We up there watching you pull up all these sources, and he gonna lie to our faces talking about Unc didn't show no sources.
Oh, it was crazy. I'm like, what?
You know when you look up something and it says like it's like it's a green, but it's not really a green. It's like it's like saying, oh, that's an insightful way to look at it. You know what I'm saying? Like it's you know what I'm saying? So and then it starts showing you where you actually and then it starts showing you where you actually wrong. It will read the part that says that they're insightful. You know what I'm saying? And then stop.
Yeah, So this was crazy to me, yo. I actually made a handout for anybody that wanted. Right? And here's where I gather most of the sources, right? Scientific publications supporting evolutionary theory, right? Give a couple of the journals, right? And I brought this up in my presentation. I talked about, man, what's that? 500,000 right there?
5 million.
I mean, 5 million? Look, 5 million. Look at that. 1,500,000. Look, 1,200,000. Like, what are you talking about? What are we talking about here? That's the sources.
Yeah,
that's everything that confirms evolution. What you talking about, right? All right, then we come down here. Then I give some more sources. Classical foundation. Look, all sources. Like, what are you talking about, bro? Look, what we doing? What you mean I ain't had no source? What we talking about?
You instructed the SAR to email everybody those sources.
Right, and I instructed them to email everybody the damn sources. What the hell are we talking about? 1 million?
He knew he was getting cut up, so you got, he's trying to just whatever, you know what I mean? Get a win in there because I'm finna show you sources. Watch this. Source.
Yeah. He thought that was gonna win everybody over. Like, he didn't show no source. Watch my source.
Then he said, I got hundreds of scientists that signed a petition to have Darwin removed from school. Hundreds.
He showed no petition.
Just a bunch of names.
Just a bunch of names start flipping through. Bam, bam, bam.
Blurry. I'm like, oh God.
Oh, here goes Shorty right here. This is the lady you was talking about right here. Let me see. Shorty right here.
Something Yasma, something Zoo.
Right here, her.
I know what that is.
She's a student.
That's ENQi student?
Yeah. Right there. What the hell do you got on your what is behind her head?
Oh, she's from the motherland.
She got stop. That ain't the motherland, yo. That ain't how that's
she got ENQi's
she got some strong
ENQi's ENQi's tutelage behind her.
That Africa.
How are you?
That's Africa.
Oh man. All right, let's see. Look. Hey yo. Anytime ENQi must don't know. I don't got no damn students, yo. We all participating.
That's probably ENQi cousin. ENQi probably scared. That's probably
Okay, how you say that? Kika. How you doing?
I tell you that's African.
Who do you give this to?
Definitely Dr. ENQi, because he came with the sources.
Did you see it?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Yes, he came with the sources and very informative. So, and it was a great show, and I enjoyed the music for sure.
Oh man, they loving the music. That's good entertainment. See, you bring entertainment with information. That's excellent. Good.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, let me see.
ENQi like, hey, yo, Tika, listen. I'm gonna need you to hit the link, all right?
What you got behind her head? 30 herbs and 40 spices.
It look like she lying. She could grin it like, I can't believe you got me doing this shit.
Hold on, yo,
Come on, cuz. Look up for me, cuz. Look up for me, little cuz. I got you.
Yo, I'm Dr. ENQi student. I was like, huh? They still saying that, yo? I thought we got people out of that, man. Stop saying you somebody. Stop saying you somebody student, yo. I thought we got people off that bullshit, yo. Not unless you in a college somewhere, yo. Not out or school somewhere. Instructor, yo. Stop saying that about these people, yo. They still doing it.
Hey, he was so paranoid that I came in first, right? I was there really early. So he saw me there. He was like, oh, no, Seven of Stars in here. He's gonna go back and tell Unc. I said, man, I don't communicate with Unc like that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not an Unc student or nothing like that. I'm for the information.
Yeah,
so
students though. How about that? Would somebody please tell him, man, we don't have students over here, yo. We students of nature.
Yes.
We study science, man.
Exactly.
Yeah, I ain't got no damn degree to be calling nobody my damn student.
And you got disciples.
He got disciples. I was like, hey, yo. This nigga. Yeah, I was like, really, yo? Yeah, yo. I thought I ran people off that position, yo. That was the number one thing, yo. Get out of that. If you call somebody your daggone student, if somebody's saying you my teacher, yo, you're a pseudo. If you ain't got no degree in it,
you better have a karate belt around your waist. You know.
Oh man.
Oh, yes, he probably got all his books too.
Oh man. This is what we figured out. Y'all forgot. We figured it out. We almost forgot. If they got a funny hat on, yo, you know they pseudo.
Man, because it could look in the background, look like there's a chalkboard back there. Something.
Yo, the protons and the atoms and the.
She got
that's some ENQiism right there. That's some ENQiism.
Yeah, ENQi's tutelage is behind her, yo.
That's what I'm saying. That's why she had you rocking with ENQi.
If you write on the back of the board and you claim ENQi is your master teacher, we know you're a pseudo. We know it. Oh man, that shit funny. I can't believe this, yo. Well, that was funny, yo. If any one of them would have said I won, yo, I'd have cut the daggone thing off.
He came with the sources.
Came with the sources, and I like the music. Like she, like everything she see the whole thing up. Cause he came with the sources, and I like the music.
I like that music. You like the music. Man, this man, hey, man, y'all gonna see that, yo. This man played music for the first 2 rounds. I was like, huh?
It was ridiculous. It was ridiculous.
He started the intro off with all music, and then like the last minute, you couldn't even hear. It was like this, like you couldn't even hear the last minute of it.
Oh wow, I couldn't even went deep with that, didn't he, yo?
Oh, he was proud of that musical selection. He was proud of it. But those ads is what he was really proud of. He needed those ads.
He was paying
He's gonna sell some books.
Sell some books, yo. He really did that, yo. The people came in there to see a conversation, yo. And this man spent 2 rounds of commercials, music. I was like, huh? Yeah.
But it did its job though, right? That 3-card month, he did its job.
I don't know, did it? They was all
I mean, you had all these people like Elder Suntan saying,
yeah. I'm gonna say, but no, he was like, yeah, suntan, but ain't he one of the students though? Now I'm realizing, man, you was scared.
Just because you don't understand him, don't mean that he nice. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
he gave him some.
Because I'd have been like, you said suntan. Okay, break down is what he meant by this Kepler. He'd have been like, man, I don't know what he was talking about. If you ask him honestly, you don't know.
I'm gonna ask you, yo, what did he mean by Kepler?
He start talking about because the Kepler, they got 4 twins. They got the 4 twins in the first.
I don't know.
Crazy. That shit was crazy.
Yeah, he went. I said, man, this man crazy, yo. He went out the room. Yeah, you know you lost, right? I'm like, come on, yo. Why is we talking about winning and losing, bro? Like, who we got to judge this thing, bro? Like, come on, man. We shouldn't even talk about that, yo. If you felt like you did the thing, that's cool. But I know we ain't sitting up here asking them to judge anything. Come on, that's an insult to me, bro. Stop it, bro. I ain't saying I did nothing. I just wanted to make sure I transmit ideas. You know what I'm saying? I know my shaky points in there. And it was the time, yo. I thought I didn't manage my time. Was good. I had it all written out, but she threw me, yo, when she did not let me know, yo.
Well, she did say she's gonna give you a minute. She's gonna say a minute in, but I don't think you heard her when she said that, so that's what threw you off because she did say that.
Yeah, I did too much, right? That was my own. That was a mistake, right there. I'm gonna tell you, yeah, that was definitely a mistake because I had everything planned out. Y'all could see, you know, I always put together like a visual board. When y'all debate, y'all should have this stuff right here. How much time it would take to execute the round? I had plenty of time, yo, and I kept time for myself, right, with my phone to keep me on schedule. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I mean, for the most part, you really did a good job, Unc. I mean, the information was concise.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think that was my best one so far, as far as, you know, putting the information out. Didn't have a lot of words like that. I just didn't. Right?
Yeah.
And to the point. He had slides full of words. You was like, dude, really, yo? How somebody gonna read all that, yo?
Slides full of like super complicated, extra spiritual, mathematical fractions in there. Like, what, man?
Oh,
then he had the lady. He didn't even explain the lady. He just had the little video, like 3 different the lady with the lungs and the math. He didn't explain what it meant. He just.
Oh, the Charles Darwin song was hilarious.
Yeah, bro. But either your slides are bullet points where you're gonna highlight, or you have your text written out. But to have a bunch of words on the slide and make no reference to them, not point anything out, have half the page blurred out with your arrows.
Confusion.
What did that say on there?
Confusion.
I did not even catch it, right? Because I'm listening around like, Did I say Charles Darwin?
Yeah,
he had somebody, like he had his songs made for the debate.
Yes.
Like, yo, I need some hot ones, yo. I got a debate coming up. I need some fresh tracks.
He was more worried about the music than the information.
I
Bro.
know, yeah. Dance.
So, sir, you called it though. For him, it's about the show. It's not about the entertainment. It's not about the information. He wants to put on the show.
Yeah. Yeah, it was like watching TikTok.
Because he's back.
And a
He's
debate.
back in the early 2000s. He's back in the early 2000s where Polite used to come to debate with bulletproof vests and stuff.
Yeah.
Walk in with the entourage as if he's going to a title fight and all that stuff. Yeah. ENQi's back in those days. That's where his head is.
He gone. Yeah, he gone. All right. I caught him right here. And this the one when I did. This is my last round. I had 2 joints full of all the sources I was using, right? And went right here with him. All right. Let me see what the time that was. 35, I believe. 35.
Charles Darwin's theory to modern biology. That's what I'm trying to say. Why he hang up the phone real quick, because my question was going to be right there. I was going to ask him, what connection does Charles Darwin's theory have to modern biology?
Why don't you tell us?
There is no connection of Charles Darwin's theory to modern biology. That's what I'm trying to say.
That's where you are wrong.
There's no matter of fact. Here, let me pull up at least
There
one.
you go. Let's go. Get into the information, man.
I'm gonna just pull up a little like this is the app.
Yeah, let's get him out of here. Yeah, the introduction to evolution as unifying framework.
Where that music coming from? That's his music?
Yeah, that was my music. I had that. You ain't get that debate?
Yeah, I did.
Nah.
You know, he said 8 years ago, right? So I just killed him.
That's his track, boy.
You did it?
You played that dude, right? I heard it. I didn't hear it.
Oh, you didn't hear it?
Yeah,
I heard it.
They were doing an introduction?
Nah. Look, I did it like this.
While ENQi was talking his nonsense, it was beautiful.
I did it like this, yo.
Oh, you did doing a debate? You did it.
Yeah, I got him.
Oh.
In this round right here. Because he run his mouth. Hold on. So I'm do this. Boom. All right. Wait a little bit. Give it some time. I had enough time to find the space, right? Right here was 35.
Charles Darwin's theory have
modern
people that's going to see this? Hold on, wait.
Darwin theory, and you scared to let out your information. Let's do something, brother. I don't want to waste my time, man. Let's do something. Come on.
Listen, we doing something. You gotta relax.
I relax.
This is good. Listen, this is good content for the channel. This is good content for Ankh, because right now people gonna have their opinions, but it's gonna be a large amount of people that's gonna see this, and they're gonna take this as, oh, ENQi, you was BSing. But most of the people, they're gonna be like, yo, Ankh was scared. He called in and said, nice to see I'm debunking modern biology. Or how did he say that? What was his exact words?
He said he would like to see you debunk modern.
Right. Okay. So, right. That's one of those mind games that Ankh plays. See, that's why he hang up the phone real quick, because my question was going to be right there. I was going to ask him, what connection does Charles Darwin's theory have to modern biology?
Why don't you tell us?
There is none. There is no connection of Charles Darwin's theory to modern biology. That's what I'm trying to say. There's no matter of fact here.
Then I come right here. Boom.
That's insane.
Then I come right here. Introduction to evolution as a unifying framework. Globally, scientific organizations and National Academy endorses Charles Darwin theory of evolution and the myelin synthesis as the cornerstone of modern biological science. This theory serves as a cohesive framework that integrates findings from various disciplines, including genetics, paleontology, geology, highlighting the interconnectedness of life and biological processes. Yeah, he was just done, yo. Yeah, boom.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah.
Boom. Yeah, boom. Transit, all that boom. He was just done, yo. Yeah, done.
You know what's crazy though? In the community, right? In like that little pseudo community, right? They think like debunk means if I come up on a panel and then I put information out that goes against it and I got sources, they think that, oh, it's debunk.
Oh wow. Yeah.
Because that's how they look at it. Oh, that's just debunk. Because look, let's listen to this. Like, nah, that's when it's debunk, it's debunk officially. Like, not because you disagree or you feel like it's not. You know? So yeah.
Well, people like that only search for information that's agreeable to them, not information that's going to be contrary to their, little narrative. That's why they get debunked. That's why they get debunked. That's what ENQi do.
Yeah, he's an interesting guy. Hey, it was a good competition though, man. Y'all got any closing words, man? Big up the Soundnetter, man. Appreciate that, man. That's some good work right there, bro. Hope for more in the future, yo. I think I'm gonna go back into
Sure. They did a good job hosting the shit. Yeah, part of the good job, keeping everything.
Yeah, good job.
Yeah, that was one of his best debates. That's one of the best debates that he's ever had.
Oh yeah, that was dope. Yeah, we definitely got into it, yo. I made ENQi wait a little bit though. You never come right out. You make
me nervous though. Had me nervous.
I'm out, fellas, man. Y'all have a good one. Peace.
All right, family. Peace, family. Yeah, I was like, damn. I was like, they got us. Like, they got us.
Like, oh man,
they got us.
Oh, did you?
They got us. So like, Ankh went to Dubai. It's over with. Nah. I was like, niggas show up late to the pearly gate. I was like, hey, that's right.
You supposed to keep them waiting, man. You know what I mean? You ain't never seen Ali and Sugar Ray and them, they keep in that ring waiting for a while. Make them think about what he about to go up against.
Yeah, when the debate had just started, they were talking about Ankh should have went straight for the juggler. I'm like, nah, it's a beat down. It's not a one-shot kill.
First beat down. You gotta go back and enjoy it. Right, when you go back and you say, "Oh, it's gonna take some marination on that," but you know what we doing? We transmitting ideas, yo. It ain't even about him. He's not even a competition, right? The thing is about conveying the ideas, getting the community. And so the point was, once I show you exactly what these terms actually mean and how to apply them, right? You can't say none of the shit he was saying in that damn thing. It makes no sense,
right?
Incoherent. So let me get a shameful plug in. With that being said, with the same premise, making up stuff, come see me and Zion get it in. He's claiming rational transcendence. When we unpack that, it's incoherent. Right?
Who you talking about?
Zion Watch Out. Shout out to Zion Watch Out. He's meeting me in the ring over there in Paradigm Shift, the Scholastic Debate League. He's claiming rational transcendence is a thing, and therefore, which makes atheism in and of itself false. And maintaining atheism as a position or a belief leads to.
Let me ask you a question, Cedric.
Yes, sir.
You're a serial killer, right?
Yes, sir.
We supposed to debate for money, yo. Hey, so's here in that moment.
You know,
I had to prepare.
I'm gonna say.
You know how much time you taking away from your family, yo?
I'm gonna say, yeah.
You doing right, yo?
I know, but Ankh, I'd like to earn. I like to earn.
You a bully, yo? Nah, you're a bully, yo. You went over there and took both them belts. Respectfully threw one back at him.
He walk around the house naked with belts on. Just ignorance.
And then come on, start trying to talk about. I can't turn my camera on because I don't have a shirt.
Get them folks at that belt, man. I get one.
I get one. You don't get them few their damn belts back, yo.
Listen, after I took two sweets belts, I called them up. I was going straight to that.
Yo, you tripping. I said to be honest.
That's why they hate him over there. Okay, like women yabba, 8 feet tall, talking. I'm like, man, come on, man, get on the playground.
Yo, you like a little? Yo, you ever came up against a little league team? Yo, and watching them playing, you be like, man, let me get out there. Yo, you went out there.
Yeah, kill him.
Yo, you tripping, yo.
Yeah, they hate him over there. Like, he's not supposed to be in this league.
On the time I be too sweet, I told him I want Pan next. He's running his mouth. He's trying to discredit the pseudo killers. I want Pan next. They begged me to leave him alone. And of course, I did. Last night, this man got up there, and when he was pressured on race being a social construct, he said he actually talked about the 5 races. When he was pushed that using black as a singular entity, he said, no, black is not a singular entity. Using black is not a singular entity. It's a unifying force.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna tell you like you playing, yo, you're gonna hurt your ankle or something. Wow.
All right, y'all. I'll catch you tomorrow.
Man. Yeah, have a good one, man.
All right,
I'm gonna be there for you, Chef, just like you there for me, bro. I'll see you
always. Yeah.
What time? What time is it? What time is it?
It's gonna be by 8 o'clock. So,
tomorrow?
Yeah, the flyer is gonna be out
right.
next week. Next week.
Oh, next week
of November. Yeah, next week.
Okay. All right. We'll do like a little pre-debate or something on those.
Yeah. I'm gonna finish up. I'm gonna finish up my slides and stuff, and then you know what we do. I'll bring it in the back and get abused and
sir. No, sir. You can handle that with one hand. No, sir.
Yeah. All right, y'all. Peace, y'all.
All right, man. Appreciate you, Pseudo Killer Official, Gideon, Pseudo Killer Official, man, Cedric, man. Appreciate
beautiful work, beautiful, flawless performance, ladies and gentlemen. It was flawless victory.
Yep. All right, man. Peace. All right.
Peace.
All right, peace. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, man. All this week, I'm gonna be letting out certain portions of the presentation that y'all see. You know what I mean? I think Sonetta might put something behind the paywall. I'm not sure y'all could see it, but I enjoyed myself and big up to Sonetta, man. Appreciate the event, man. It went off flawlessly. I enjoyed, the competition, and you know how I go, yo. Yep. I see you, Master Kyle. What's up, man? What's up with you, brother? I ain't seen you a while. Appreciate you seeing you around. We good. All right, man. I hope you seen that debate, man. I enjoyed myself, man. But never forget, man. Y'all know what it is, man. Let me show y'all something, man. Y'all bluffing. Let me show y'all something. Watch this. I know y'all understand this. Y'all got to be able to understand this, man. Man, y'all see it, man. Y'all see this, right? Y'all know, hey, science is undefeated, man. Simple as that. Ain't nowhere around it, man. Nowhere around it, man. Science is undefeated, man. Y'all can go to the stores, man. Y'all, we got the shirts, man. Science undefeated shirts in the Abju store, man. Hit the Cash App, show some love, man. For everybody that supported me, man. I appreciate you, man. We don't gotta talk about winners and losers, man. That ain't never been my thing, yo. Science always win, yo. All right. Evolution, Charles Darwin evolution, is the foundation of modern evolutionary biology. Byproducts of that is understanding how diseases evolve, how pathogens that cause diseases evolve, how the immune system functions, understanding chemical biology. All these things are byproducts that verifies the Charles Darwin theory of evolution was just that, a theory. And we know it was a scientific theory because it had prediction power. And in that prediction power, it lets you know that it was a scientific theory, man. I enjoyed myself, man. Let y'all pick the winners and the losers, man. We don't do that around here, man. We know science is undefeated. We good with that. We making sure we accurate in the things we do, man. What I do know is, yo, we killed the god tonight. ENQi, the god. It's officially done. Man, you know we appreciate y'all for coming through, man. Hit the Cash App link, man. Y'all see it running across the screen, man. So that love, man. Appreciation, man. Watch me. Falling guards. You know it. Big up to the pseudo killers. Yeah. Big up. Big up to all the pseudo killers, man. Yeah, we getting them out the game, y'all. From the heavens to the ground, see them fall and die. They falling because they pseudo. Hey. Holding Buddha, all Lord, they all say goodbye. Y'all know it. Zeus on the throne, but he's losing his life. It's ready for the fight. Open your best run. We here for debate. All the deities trembling, feeling the weight. Step aside, make way for the real. All gods must die. It's a done deal. It's a done deal. Hey. All gods must die, hear the echoes cry. From the heavens to the ground, see them fall and die. All gods must die, no more hour and die. All gods must die, no more hour alive. They all say goodbye. All could have gone killing, now time to fly. The world's ours now. Hear the last goodbye. Man, y'all know what it is, yo. I'm your host, Bobby Banger. Y'all know what it is, man. Big up to all my supporters, and with that, we out.